Moin! I'm Sarah. I'm a foreigner living here in Germany and I'm loving every bit of it. Please follow along as I take you on my journey in the land of fairy tale castles and tasty bread, Deutschland.
Hi guys, here I am again. 1 year, one video. Look, I was very busy with moving in, moving out of my apartment, and finally I'm starting to get settled in the new one. Yes. So now I'm going back to making videos for you. Actually, this video was requested through Facebook Messenger. Someone messaged me through Facebook about Weiterbildungsprämie. It was about how you get this Premi if you are in Germany, but the person who's supposed to get the Premi is still in the Philippines. I'm a nurse from the Philippines. I had a few years nursing experience in the Philippines. I've been a nurse there for quite some time, and then I got an offer to move to Germany and try make it here. Unfortunately, at that time, it's not unfortunate. I think it's just normal that at that time, you don't really know anything about the country we're going to, or you kind of don't have any idea of what you actually get when you go to another country, or in this case, in my case, Germany. At that time, when I took my vertrag, when I took my offer, my job offer, I did not know about this Premi. And I think most of the people that get this Premi are just like, oh, there's actually a Premi here when I come. Premi, by the way, is a bonus. I think that's the best translation to it. It's a bonus. So, it's a Weiterbildungsprämie for people who come over here in Germany, are working as in a different class. When I mean class Stufe. For example, in my case, I was a nurse assistant because my nursing degree in the Philippines is not fully recognized in Germany. So it's recognized, but not in the extent that they will say, okay, you're now a nurse here in Germany once you come in. No. So I was first a nursing assistant here, and then I have to make my Anerkennung, and that is considered as a Weiterbildung. That is considered as another schooling for apparently here in Germany. So what happened is that after we were at school, some of our schoolmates told us that there's actually this bonus for when you pass your exam, and when you get your Urkunde, you can actually get this bonus from the Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Unfortunately for us, in this Arbeitgeber that we got none. We thought we will also get some. Our teacher tried to process it for us. Bundesagentur für Arbeit, someone from there went back to us and said, no, unfortunately, we can't give it to you. There's something, so blah, blah, blah. Then, I still tried my luck about it because I think it sucks. It's such a missed opportunity if I don't get the Weiterbildungsprämie. So I tried to research about it. What is it actually? How do you get it? And if there is a way that I can anmelden or register in my case, my schooling after I already did the Anerkennung, or my recognition process. So today I got a call from the Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Someone for a long time I've been trying to reach them. It's not that I didn't reach out. It's more likely like I got very busy with all the moving, and then it just got lost in translation. And because someone messaged me from Facebook to make this video, or was it a video? Never mind. Information about this whole stuff. So in the Philippines, if you're a nurse in the Philippines and you're coming over to Germany, you will get an offer from your future employer. Now, in this offer, it doesn't state anything in there that you're gonna get this bonus. It's not like that. It's not really going to be in there. Most of the time, you just get the benefits that the employer can give you. Now, this Weiterbildungsprämie, this bonus, is just it's from the Regierung, it's from the state. So what would you actually have to do so you get this one, or at least you get a chance to actually get the Weiterbildungsprämie? First, when you get your Vertrag, make sure to ask not Vertrag, Gespräch. When you get an interview or some stuff like that, or even after you get the interview, ask your employer if they actually will register you for Bundesagentur für Arbeit, because if they do, the Bundesagentur für Arbeit will pay for your Weiterbildung so you become a nurse here. It's a win-win on both sides. They don't have to pay much, or I think they're gonna pay a bit of it. I don't know, or actually maybe they're not gonna pay anything at all, depends. And then on your part, you get as an employee, you get the Weiterbildungsprämie. Now, that's the first thing that you have to think about when you get the Vertrag and if you get an employer. Secondly, make sure that your agency had already well thought of everything. So they've already thought on which school are you gonna be enrolled. Actually, if they enrolled you or they register you for Bundesagentur für Arbeit, they will have to choose which school you are going to be enrolled at. So it has to be communicated by your Arbeitgeber, your employer, and the Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Sometimes it doesn't fit. Sometimes it doesn't work that way, because sometimes Bundesagentur für Arbeit says, nah, we don't do that in that school, or we can't do that with this school and stuff like that. And then your Arbeitgeber would say, that's the only way. That's the only school that we can enroll him or her. And so that depends on the agreement of your Arbeitgeber and your Bundesagentur für Arbeit. You really have to ask your Arbeitgeber before you sign your contract or after you sign your contract. At least you kind of know then that you won't get a Prémie. Or if you are watching this video, then now you most probably know that you are supposed to get a Prémie if you are registered for Bundesagentur für Arbeit, right? Then, secondly, you have to make sure that you have your Anerkennung passed. So, guys, here in Germany, you are only allowed to take the Prüfung, staatliche Prüfung, the exam, twice. Now, in this exam, there are two parts, mündliche and praktische. Mündliche means that there's a panel, and then you're being asked about diseases and all the stuff. If you want another video about that, it's gonna be very detailed. It's gonna be very boring. Anyway, there's a panel exam. That's the mündliche. And then there's a praktische exam, mostly happen for nurses who are in the hospital, working in the hospital. It's actually done in their own Abteilung, in their own area. Or for us, I don't work in the hospital here. I'm a traveling nurse here in Germany. I did it at my school, and at the school that I was enrolled at, and it was a different process. But most of the time, it's actually done in a hospital. Now, why is your Kenntnisprüfung very important in this case? You don't get a Prémie if you don't pass the Kenntnisprüfung. That's it. So, it's like a gift. If you pass the exam, you get the Weiterbildungsprämie. Now, if you don't pass the exam, you also don't get the Weiterbildungsprämie, although you already did the schooling. Before you actually start your Anerkennung, you have to make sure that you are already registered to the Bundesagentur für Arbeit. It cannot be added after. So in my case, I tried asking them if they can add it after. They said no, unfortunately, they not paid for it. So I don't also get the bonus. It's not that they haven't paid for it. It's just that it's not through them. Also, the Weiterbildungsprämie depends on the Bundesland that you are in. And some of my friends says it's 1,000 euros, and some says it's 1,500 euros. So you can already expect from this amounts. Schade, right? 1,500 euro through the window. Bye. I hope this video helps you, because the Weiterbildungsprämie is just a one-time big time thing. One-time thing. The 1,500 euro. But if you have bad conditions, what conditions in your contract, if you have, less salary than what you've expected, might as well not, right? It's just better if you don't have the Weiterbildungsprämie, but you have better conditions, better Arbeitsbedingungen. Next video, I will talk about some agencies you go to. I will talk about agencies that you can go to. So there are some helpful agencies for you as a foreign worker here in Germany, and I hope this video helps you guys. I hope I answered your question. Thank you for sending questions to my Facebook. At least I have ideas on which videos I should make next. Ciao and thank you. A subscribe would be nice, so that you can get better.